Hi guys, hope you're doing well. So the pre-orders for the iPhone 12 and the 12 Pro have already started, and soon the pre-orders for the iPhone 12 mini and the 12 Pro Max will also begin. If you have not already decided on which iPhone model you would go for, then this video will really help you because we'll not discuss that much in detail, but we'll quickly skim through all the points that will exactly relate to you and help you decide which iPhone model you should go for. By the way, if you're new to the channel, do subscribe and also let me know which iPhone model you want me to review in the comment section below. So do subscribe and stay tuned for those iPhone 12 reviews. And also let me know if you have already decided for which iPhone 12 model you would go for, or after watching this video which model do you decide on. Do let me know in the comment section below. And also if you like this video, do give a thumbs up as the algorithm likes that. So without wasting any further time, let's get started. So let's start with the iPhone 12 mini first. The iPhone 12 mini is the smallest one of the range. It has a 5.4-inch display and also a smaller form factor. It's actually smaller than the iPhone SE 2020. Even though the screen size is big, the form factor is smaller. And not to say that the iPhone 12 mini is an affordable device, it's not. It's really it's actually in the upper premium segment, you can say, because it comes for around 70,000 rupees in India. And also that is the 64 GB model. If you want a 128 GB model, then you have to spend 5,000 extra and go for the 128 GB model. But I would suggest go for the 128 GB model because 64 GB can prove a little less sufficient for you, especially if you don't have any cloud arrangements. If you don't have any iCloud arrangements, then storing those photos and videos, you will need to take a lot of backups regularly. So it's much preferred if you go for the 128 GB model. The best part of the iPhone 12 mini is that it comes with the same features that the iPhone 12 regular comes with. The same cameras, the same build, only the battery is a bit smaller, but the smaller display will compensate for that. But there are two drawbacks actually. One is that it does not have a telephoto lens as the 12 Pro models come with. So the portrait shots that you would take would always be software based. There is no hardware to actually zoom into your shots and take a portrait photo based on hardware. And the other drawback is that the iPhone 12 mini can be too mini for some people. So basically, if you have used an older iPhone and if you like that older form factor that the old iPhone 5s or those came with, or if you're coming from a smaller Android device as well, so you might not mind the smaller form factor that much, the smaller display as well. But if you're coming from a bigger display, then actually that smaller display can take a hit in media consumption, because if you watch a lot of videos on your phone, then that smaller display can lead to less engagement. But yeah, you should get used to it in a couple of days. Now let's come to the regular iPhone 12. So if you spend 10k extra, then you would get the regular iPhone 12 model. Now this is the model that I would recommend highly because the form factor that is there, about the 6.1 inch screen, that is the perfect screen size as well. It's not too big, not too small, and the form factor is also perfect in your hands. So it, even if you use your phone for prolonged hours, still you won't feel any fatigue in your hands, and also it will be very comfortable to hold, and it will comfortably fit in your pocket as well. Now again, this iPhone 12 model lacks is the telephoto lens that the Pro models come with, but the Pro models are actually entirely for a different range of customers. So now when we switch to the Pro models, you have to spend a lot more extra for them. So the iPhone 12 Pro comes for around 1,20,000 rupees. So again, it's the same size as the regular iPhone 12, the 6.1 inch screen it has. But the major things that you get is firstly the telephoto lens. So portrait modes will be based on the hardware, and also it will allow you to zoom for about 2.2 times optical zoom. And the other major thing that you get is the LiDAR sensor. LiDAR sensor actually helps in AR, but the major thing in day-to-day usage will be in night portrait shots. So in low lights, night portrait shots will be amazing and accurate. And also if you're shooting a lot of videos in low light, then it will help in autofocus as well. Because if you might have noticed with any phone that you're using, in low light, if you shoot a lot of videos, then there can be a little focus hunting. But I think the LiDAR sensor will make a great deal for that. So the 12 Pro also comes with a premium and tough build. So if you're spending extra, then of course you get that premium and tough build. And not to say that it's not, it's not prone to scratch. Of course, you might still get scratches on that, but it's less prone to breaking. Now let's jump to the iPhone 12 Pro Max. So if you spend 10k extra again from the 12 Pro, then you get the iPhone 12 Pro Max. Now this is a whole lot different deal to say, because the main sensor that is there on the iPhone 12 mini, the iPhone 12, and the iPhone 12 Pro is the same. The wide sensor that is there, it is the same sensor actually. But on the iPhone 12 Pro Max, it's a different sensor. It's actually a bigger sensor now. So from my personal usage of using a bigger sensor on the Samsung Galaxy S20 Ultra, I know how useful this is for low light images. Low light images actually come out very clean because of that bigger sensor, so it lets in a lot of light. The design of the stabilization of this sensor is different from the other models, so your videos will be more stable. Not to say that the other iPhone 12 models will not have stable video. Of course they will. iPhones have always excelled in video stabilization, but the 12 Pro Max will excel even more, and I would predict that it will be very close to a gimbal. But the major drawback of the iPhone 12 Pro Max is the larger screen size. It comes with a 6.7 inch screen size. Although this is really good for media consumption, it can be too big for some people, and it might also be difficult to carry around in your pocket. And this is from a personal usage of using a bigger 6.7 inch screen phone, that it can be too big. So as the iPhone 12 mini can be too mini, the 12 Pro Max can be too big. But yeah, after using it for a couple of days, you will get used to it. So guys, if you have a professional use for those cameras, and cameras are your highest priority, then I would suggest spend that 10k extra even from the 12 Pro and go to the 12 Pro Max, because it has a total different camera hardware as well. And also it comes with a bigger battery, so of course that will always be beneficial. The last year's iPhone 12 Pro Max is a battery king, and still is till today. You can check out Mr. Who's the Boss's battery comparison that he did recently. You will notice that the 11 Pro Max still excels in battery life. So the same we can predict for the 12 Pro Max as well, because it will have a huge battery, and also the A14 Bionic chip is well optimized with the battery, so it should lead to more battery life. So not to say that the 12 Pro is a bad choice, no, it's a good choice, because if you really prefer that 6.1 inch form factor that is there, then it's really a good choice as well. But if you're already spending that much and you don't mind the bigger screen size, then I would suggest go for the 12 Pro Max. And when it comes to the regular models, then again it's the size difference that is there. So if you don't mind the form factor, I think you might even appreciate the smallest form factor of the iPhone 12 mini, because in day-to-day usage it comes in really handy. It's really easy to manage that phone. But again, if your personal preference is a bigger screen size, then do go for the regular iPhone 12, because that is the much recommended device for most people out there. So guys, hope this video helped you. Do let me know in the comment section which iPhone 12 model you would go for and which one you want me to review. And do not forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon to get notified for updates. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.